Yo, what is going on, my fellow weebs? Chrono here, and welcome back to the channel. So today we finally have confirmation on exactly what the new armors are going to take in NGS. But before we jump to that, if you're new here, as always, I'm Chrono. I primarily cover PSO2 content. Would much appreciate a subscribe as we work right towards that 10K mark, hopefully by the end of this year. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. So we actually finally got confirmation via a Twitter post. So hold on one second, let me get everything pulled up for you guys. Shout out to Kagurisu for providing a translated Twitter post, letting us know exactly what we have here. So the original post is coming from NGS. If you guys follow them, I would recommend it. They post basically everything you need to know about NGS. And there's a nice little translation button here in case you want to go based on their post. But we have a translated post right here from Kagurisu, so you can see some information. Information on the upcoming Ektasis armors are out. Most of this we already kind of knew based on the headline, but there are some other confirmations that we get here, which is I'm gonna go ahead and do my own. This is basically exactly what I said it was gonna be, like one for one, exactly what we figured. So what we have here is we have the requirements, which is 100 pog grinders, or pog grinders as we like to call them. Very funny. Require 100 grinders, nothing too crazy there, and then 50 of the Ektasis vents. So these apparently we dropped from Nuisance Plant 2. I assume these are going to drop from completing trials, which Nuisance Plant is great for that. And then of course these will drop from the enemies that you kill. These are said to drop from level 95 plus enemies. And then of course, before upgrading, you can have a choice of 3 different upgrades. You can go HP PP, high HP, or high PP, which is exactly what I figured. Is it actually have the colors of the previous armor, so you can see them. They have the Dotasis Armas, Dotasis Amavitas, and Dotasis Amavios. These might just be translations, so keep in mind they might be called something different when we finally get a hold of them. But as you can see, they kind of follow the same sort of thought process, which is what I figured exactly what's going to happen. Now, some people have this mindset or have the worry that they're going to release another version of these. I'm pretty sure this is going to be what we'll have. If anything, maybe they'll release another like upgrade to them later on down the line, but this is probably what we're going to see for quite some time. Those of you guys are still holding out hope for these purple armors to exist again. They just don't fit the bill. I'm more than happy to talk about why they don't fit the bill anymore in another video, but I feel like I've thoroughly explained that multiple times for those guys who do follow my content, so I don't want to make you guys have to sit through that yet again. But moving on, we can take a look at the actual article, so I'll pull that up here for you guys here. So this is the article itself. This is just translated using Google Translate, but you can see the armors here. They go over the summary of kind of like how to get a hold of them, what they're going to take. You can see the materials required are going to be the Ektasis armor itself. And this is like the direct translation version of it. And then of course the pog grinders, as we call them. We saw this again in the headline, so we could tell exactly what we were going to see. So nothing too crazy here. This is basically the exact thing we saw in the headline. So it'll retain everything as the previous upgrade for like the Duocelios. So you retain your Fixa, you retain all of your augments and all that good stuff. It's going to retain the same potency amount. So it's not going to increase in potency. You're just getting those secondary stats. You're getting that extra HP, PP, or combination of both, depending upon what you decide to go for. And the only thing that's changing is going to be the defensive value. It's going to go up by 1. So these have a defensive value of, I believe, 139. You can see here. However, the original Ektasis have a value of 138, if I remember correctly. So that's pretty much the only difference there. It is a little bit of an upgrade. I'll show how to get Ektasis armor, so on and so forth. But this is pretty much it. It's a really short video. Just wanted to show you guys that you have confirmation of what we are going to be getting. In case anyone was still on the fence about like, what are we going to be using? What are the upgrades going to be, so on and so forth. It's pretty much going to follow exactly what I figured, which was going to be enemies are going to continue to drop the grinders. And then we're going to be getting the other item, the Ektasis advanced items via the trials. So Nuisance Plant coming out first is actually kind of amazing, because in Nuisance Plant, killing trials there actually has the ability to spawn trials. They basically kind of can overlap each other. Essentially, the enemies you kill during trials in Nuisance Plant, for some reason, I don't know why this is like the only ones that seem to do this, but they have the ability to force other trials. So on Nuisance Plant specifically, you can get trial back to back to back. So it's actually more beneficial to farm trials than it is to farm enemies to push up your PSE to rank 4 to then farm a trial. So it's actually worth doing that process itself. So just farm trials, you'll be able to get what you need. And then of course, when PSE bursts come around, since we now have confirmation, I believe it said so in the article here. I go back. Do they mention it? I'm pretty sure I saw it mentioned here. Yeah, pog grinders drop from level 95 and above small enemies. So yeah, we'll get them from PSE bursts pretty regularly. So as long as you kill level 95 and above enemies, which currently is only available in one area, which is the Meliota rank, or the Melioda 1, outer 1 now that changed. I want to say it's outer 1. Correct me if I'm mistaken. It's either outer 1 or outer 2, I forget. But Melioda did change recently, so that's the only area that has level 95 and above enemies. Now we'll have them in Nuisance Plant and be fairly easy to farm out what you need to make your armors. We'll be farming those out when they come out on Wednesday. That's pretty much it. All I got for you guys today. Short video. Not gonna drag this out too long. Let me know what you guys are gonna be going for, what armor upgrades you're gonna be going for. I personally am probably just gonna go the veto route, just get extra PP. I don't really need the extra defensive value. I feel like we have tons of defensive values and a lot of augments available to us now. Not only getting HP from a lot of our useful like best in slot augments, but also getting a hold of like defensive values and things like hysterical strength, giving us that extra 10% damage reduction whenever it's procced. So pretty comfortable, pretty nice. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Like if you enjoyed the video, something to keep up with more. Thanks to the channel members, you guys are fantastic. I appreciate every single one of you. And thanks again to Kagarisu for providing the translation on this one and just posting it on Twitter, so that way I would, see it in the first place. Either way, take care, my friends. Peace out.